Yes, people, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to another Flex's View, man. Listen, transfer news update. It's deadline day tomorrow. So we need to be getting busy with potential deals that can happen last minute. And you know what? Is that I actually woke up this morning. I was like, "Raw, it's deadline day tomorrow." And like, Sancho's still here. Anthony's still here. Malassia's still here. Like, we haven't got a goalkeeper. We ain't got a six. Like, you know when it just hits you? Obviously, I was at the game yesterday. You're happy you got 3 points. You're just trying to just go through that. And then you remember, like, right, if you people ain't active today, and obviously a lot of the day tomorrow, then we're not going to get business done. And the reports are today, Mike McGrath from the Telegraph, he says this. He says that Manchester United have made an improved bid for Royal Antwerp's Sonny Lammens. It's now down to the player to accept. If he does, he will have his medical today, as early as today if he accepts. So it looks like Royal Antwerp have accepted. Apparently the bid is north of £20 million, which... it is what it is. Actually, is that £20 million or 20 million euros? Because I know everyone gets angry about, you know what I'm saying, the right, 20 million pounds, with the club hoping he can provide competition for Andre Onana and Altay Bayindir. So there's stuff going on there. I think we're definitely going to get a keeper. It's just about which one. And then you bring in this Emi Martinez situation, because that's not going away, is it, really? And what's going on with that is that he's seen as a potential swap deal. Well, first of all, Emi Martinez is seen as like a backup choice if we can't get Lammens. And I'll be honest, the Emi Martinez thing, with this late in the window, if you can get him on loan, he knows the league already, there's no settling in period, I'd have Emi Martinez all day long, especially in the position we're in now. But Mike McGrath says that Man United's inquiry over Emi Martinez is as a contingency option if they don't sign Lammens. Include talks over the possibility as well of Jadon Sancho going the other way. And listen, Jadon's done a madness where he ain't leaving. Yeah, well, he ain't going on a permanent, and he hasn't gone on a permanent yet. And it doesn't look like he's going to get a permanent. He's turned down Roma. I think he turned down some others earlier on. He wants his bread, yeah? All right, fair enough, he's got the contract. So actually, when I look at Jadon Sancho, like, he has to go somewhere. He has to go somewhere. He's not going to be able to just stay here and not play. Or, I don't know, what, Cunha's injured or something. I don't know, what are they going to do? Bring Sancho back in? Left 10? Never going to happen. I'll be stunned if that happens. So, to Villa, for Emi Martinez, the opposite way, for a loan, I'm trying to do that. Why can't we do both? The reason why we can't do both probably is because you're not going to get Altay Bayindir and Onana out in a day's time, in a day and a bit. But you never know in a transfer. Well, the Turkish window, if you're assuming that Altay might go back there, is open a little bit later. Saudi window's open a little bit later. What we do know is that clearly Amorim ain't fancying Onana. Like, he's made that decision. He hasn't started the first 3 Premier League games against Arsenal, Fulham and Burnley respectively. So he's getting the message. And he threw him in against Grimsby to say, listen, you're playing against League 2, you can play in the Carabao Cup. And he still cocked it up. So he's done out here. Like, Onana's done, and so he should be. Altay Bayindir looks like there's shades of, like, he's slightly better than Onana in some areas, but still very shaky. We know this. Still very shaky. Still not the answer. We're going nowhere fast. And listen, Sonny Lammens, when we've done a little bit of research on him, and you see he's like the next up out of Belgium and that, he is going to have an adaptation period. And what we're hearing is that he's there to kind of put pressure on those two, and Altay Bayindir and Onana. But Onana's already lost his number one spot, so it is fair game. I think the line is that he's there to provide competition, but he should be there to play. So we have to get a goalkeeper. But I'm not going to lie to you. If Emi Martinez is available, like he is, I don't know why we're not trying to do that. Like, especially because Sancho's going to be an issue, innit? So you may as well just send Sancho there on loan. Because look, it's done. It's done out here in terms of, option to buy, or obligation to buy, and all of this stuff. Sancho's going to go on a free. And we got to take the hit. That's what's going to happen. But at the same time, make the best out of a bad situation. Go and get Emi Martinez. Emi Martinez is not my first choice at like 40 million. But he's a very good goalkeeper. That's for sure. He's a top goalkeeper. Knows the league. World Cup winner. He's played in a top 6 team. Do you know what I'm saying? He's played in the top 6 team for the last however many years he's been at Villa. He's been really good since he's got there from Arsenal. So I like the sound of that. And if there's an opportunity to do it where you're reading that he's interested, if we want to be mad ruthless, and I'm talking about mad ruthless here, yeah, is there a way, and I'm asking you guys, is there a way where you say, right, Altai and Onana, see, like, you ain't really getting minutes. Sorry. Could you do that? Could you get Altai to sort of look at going back to Turkey? I'm just making it up here. EAFC, Football Manager. Shut it down if I'm talking madness. Is there a way you could be that ruthless to get two of them out? I think it's probably unlikely, but I ain't gonna lie, like I ain't been thinking about it. But I'm thinking, raw, if you just say to Onana, bro, you're not gonna play no more, man. You can already see I ain't picked you in the first 3 games, so you're not the number one. I'm not going to pick you. And also Bayern Deer's ahead of you, so you know what I mean. So you do like what we did to Hoyland. You say that. You say, listen, you got to go and find it. Minutes. You got AFCON in January, bro. You have to play games. You got AFCON. Cameroon ain't gonna pick you if you're just 3rd choice, 4th choice keeper. So you do that to Onana. Then you say to Altai, listen, we're looking to bring in Emi Martinez as well. So you know what that means. You know, we're bringing in the young kid for 20 million as well. So we're gonna get Martinez on loan, and you know, then can you loan? Can you get a last minute loan for Bayern Deer to go to Turkey or to go somewhere else? Some people say, oh, it's harsh, you know, we can't have sentiment here. If we can get Sonny Lammens and Martinez, and you get Lammens to kind of learn off Martinez there for a couple of years, or you just do a loan and then just it helps us out, that would be way better. That would be way better. But at the bare minimum, Sonny Lammens looks like he's going to be the one. Midfielder, we're not hearing anything. I think what we're going to get by the end of this window is the 3 attackers that we've obviously bought already and the goalkeeper, which were 3 things we definitely needed. We needed them 3 attackers. We definitely needed a goalkeeper. We should have got a goalkeeper earlier, and we shouldn't have waited for this to happen like this. But the central midfielder, it's looking like the Belabor thing is like the last straw. Like they've that's who they wanted. They couldn't make it happen, so they're just going to go with what they got. Hence why Kobbie Mainoo is not going anywhere. I know what we'll probably see in the dying hours or the last day is, you know, probably some reports that he still wants to leave, which I think is probably true. But I just think the message is just too clear for Man United. And now we don't know what's happened with Matheus Cunha. We haven't heard anything yet. But if he's picked up an injury and he might be out for a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, a month, who knows, which is a bad one. You already saw, you know, it was Bruno went back to his position. Then there's a spot there for Kobbie Mainoo. So you definitely can't let him go now, regardless of what's been said, this, that, and the other. You just stay strong and keep make him stay. So we ain't going to get a midfielder. So we have to make sure we get a goalkeeper. And I'm not going to lie to you. Emi Martinez, bring me both. Bring me both, man. Bring me both. Make Martinez the number 1 and let the Lammens kid learn off him. I'm happy with that. But, again, poor planning. We haven't done enough work in the goalkeeping department to even shift 1. So that I can't see how we're going to shift 2 in just under 48 hours. I can't see it. Let me know if you think it's possible. I want to know if it is. If it is, we need to be trying and pushing. Smash the like on the video, people. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Let me know what you guys are saying on this one. It's a big move. We're finally going to get a goalkeeper, it seems. If he says yes, by the way. And it also says, actually, Villa might look at Lammens. So, who knows how this is going to pan out. But it looks more likely that Lammens is going to be ours. But I'm saying, listen, Martinez is right there. Go get him. Peace.